Hold on. I'm live. Always great timing. Hello. And I'm live. Yeah. Hello. Anybody there? Hello there. Yeah, we're live. We're in the building. We're not live. I'm live. Where's Marka here, you say? Who knows? Should be here soon, though. Hold on. Bit of reverberation. What's going on here? Hello there. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello, what about you? Oh, something's not quite right, but I can hear you. No, you can hear me. Thanks, Rich. Always in the building. Rich, while I have you, are you free later on, Mucker? Oh, I need to shave. Look how ginger I am. How ginger my beard is. Anyway, we're about to kick off very shortly. I'm getting somebody. Hold on. What's going on here? Hello. Hello. That's a bit better. That's a bit better on my end. You don't care, but sure. Anyway, let's have a look at the lineups. And I missed them. Players are warming up. Kick off impending in 1 minute's time. I don't even know the team yet, so I'll try and not look at the players. Me and Mark will do that wee stupid thing where pretend. Well, no, don't pretend. Nearly give it away there. Where we guess the lineup. Or I could just hope that Mark hasn't seen it, and I'll probably just do that because probably a good idea to watch the football. Anyway, set up in a huge rush, as is normal. And there he is now. Flip's sake. Just lets himself in and all. Doesn't even knock the door. Right, Brad? Scooch over there, would you?
I think this is.
Supposed to be.
Look
Keep
at that.
going.
Look at that. Ah, what do you want me to go? Jump on the sofa? That's sick. See if you start front of my mic again.
And we're off. I've missed the bloody kickoff.
Right, Brad?
Very loud, isn't it?
Uh,
Can you hear yourself back?
yeah.
Like
That's
loud?
fine. That's right. Well, Brad, how are you?
Why, that didn't change anything. Hold on. Hello. Can you try to speak there?
Hello.
Not hear nothing?
I can hear anything now.
Good.
Right,
What
so
about
we've kicked
now?
off.
One,
See,
two,
we've got a
three, four.
nice wee camera in our way there,
That's a
Brad,
bit
as
better.
well.
Oh, why? That's what I was about to talk about there. I set up in a rush, as is our speciality.
And as I always say, he's one job, and he can't even. There's me stuck.
Good job. Your job isn't taking your coat off. Be sick.
Good job, your bollocks to get knocked in.
Bollocks isn't a swear word. So
Do you reckon we can get any commentary on here?
Yeah, you better start talking.
Be nice to hear the crowd. So it would put some electric in the meter there as well. There you are.
That is the day that I've had.
Imagine the lights went out. Not the lights, the power. What do you get these days? Do you get a wee day's grace or?
No, mate. I always pay my debts. I'm always up to date. I'm never in credit, mucker.
Lots to discuss.
That's the £1 warning, I think.
£1 warning?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so glad I haven't got a keypad anymore. I wonder, could she talk any louder?
You want to come on?
On you on, say little fans.
There he is, the big man. Have you seen the lineups?
I haven't seen anything. I was too busy
Don't look at
enjoying the.
don't look at the pitch. I haven't seen the lineups either. Right. Here's what they don't look at the pitch. Right. I'll bring up the team sheet
Right.
on my phone. You're looking at it.
Oh, the fucking match is on. What do you want me to do? Sit
Yeah,
here?
but we never watched the match anyway.
Right. Okay. Go. I've
Right.
seen Paul Pogba.
So you know nothing apart from Pogba.
No.
Who's in nets?
Dave.
Correct. Left back.
Luke.
Correct. Right back.
Aaron.
Correct. Two centre backs.
Lindelof and Bay.
Wrong.
Please make it Axel.
And
Victor.
Victor.
Good.
Two CMs.
Pivot. McFred.
McFred. Who? Who's the three attacking midfielders?
Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
Paul.
Yep.
Oh, three attack. Right. Okay. So it's Rashford and Cavani.
So we've got a striker. You've got and then three sort of behind the striker.
Cavani.
Cavani's the striker.
Pogba. Bruno. Martial. Marcus.
Wrong.
Mason.
Right.
For obviously St. Paul. Yeah, happy with that. Interesting
Mason for
that
who? Mason for who?
for Marcus.
He didn't say the word.
No, happy enough for that wee centre back partnership. I didn't like that previous partnership.
I didn't give us a time today.
There he gives a time now, really.
No, I think it's a bit more natural like this.
I look like a ghost.
It's just the way you look, mate. Not much.
I'm actually sunburnt as well and still look like a ghost.
I've realised since I went live, I really need to shave this beard because it makes my face look rounder.
Yeah, same.
Like I never really noticed that before. Big round beak,
I'm well overdue a wee shave as well.
and it makes me more ginger.
Not as bad as you,
Nothing
right?
wrong with that.
It is mental that you've got a ginger beard.
Last 8 results, Fulham have 1-0 and 1 draw. So it's an absolute cert that we lose today.
So much. Oh, Fulham on the attack. Oh, it was dodgy.
Luke Shaw with the
Luke
clearance at the
Shaw
back post.
clearance. Paul Pogba's got lovely hair. He looks like a llama. He actually does look like a llama.
Oh, here. We'll have to do the.
Go on.
I can hear you so much louder than I can hear me. Maybe it's because you're so loud. Yeah, okay. 10. Give me 30 seconds. What's I going to do there? Oh, yes.
United with a wee throw in here. Good to see Bruno with an armband again. Go on ahead, Fred, son. Oh,
That's the first nice thing you ever said about Brad.
the spider with a ball in. The Paul. Oh, over the bar. Unlucky. Paul literally looks like a llama. Let's stand by that.
It's good that you stand by it. Right, I've sent you. Done the deed, done the necessary. Go out and get us some
Get some fans.
fans. 'Cause we're lacking at the minute.
Is Rich here?
Of course,
Oh,
Rich is here.
How you doing, Rich? Is he away? Is he driving again? Away? Are you training again tonight, Rich? So much to discuss. So exciting seeing fans back in Old Trafford. Big sea of green and gold as well. Interesting. $10,000, I think it is. Oh, I wish I was there. Oh, it's one of the lower tiers then. Ollie be happy with that. Make sure there's no red shirts in the lower tiers there in case the players get mixed up. Hope to see wee Scotty Parker going at the end of this. Link to the Tottenham job just got relegated. As usual, we started quite brightly. So what'll happen is typically is we'll get a wee bit of momentum going, bit of slick, sharp passing, bit of good movement, attacking intent, shit the bed, concede a goal. Oh, Edison Cavani nearly in. Really good ball there from Bruno. Unlucky. Yeah, as I was saying, start well, slick, composed, attacking threat, really strong. Shit the bed, concede a goal, terrible for 60 minutes, and then come back into it in the last 20. Oh, Paul Pogba, that was delicious. Brilliant piece of skill from Paul there, and I was offside, unfortunately. Yeah, that was lovely. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, it's so early. You're probably going home from work, Rich. Right, Brad?
Yeah,
So much to discuss.
getting the old, it's just confirmation there. The old boys are getting chopped off next week.
Yeah,
Yep,
you finally getting neutered.
fully taken clean off.
It is about time you were neutered.
Yep.
You missed.
Hasn't improved your behaviour that much, has it?
Oh no, I haven't been neutered.
Oh, you were,
I haven't.
you were by Hector.
Who?
Hector?
Hector Bellerin.
Nope, different one.
He was
Yeah,
going to donate uh, 10. It's 100 trees for every goal that Arsenal scored after lockdown, and he only had to do like 200. Nice incentive though.
Just absolutely laughing at the expense of
Arsenal?
humanity
No,
and
laughing at the expense of Arsenal. It was terrible. I think he'd done more actually in the end than the amount of goals. See that wee camera there? Could we do something about that? You
I
think?
just sat down.
Did you?
I just bloody sat down.
Did you? Classic brood, messing about. Hmm?
Where's that for you?
We're far too high now. You tell her.
I've got to alter that.
Perf, perf.
I was talking more about the view.
Ever another wee. No, another way.
Because the top of that, oh, actually the wee banner.
Perf. There you go. We can see the screen.
You can see more of our chins now.
Oh, is that was Paul having me go at Fred there, or was it the referee he was slapping to? Oh, he's okay.
That's the folks if they're ready to hear the signature beep.
Yeah, be warned, folks. You've got the wings alarm's going to go off shortly. Oh,
3, 2.
good ball there by Victor. Not like him. And De Bruno just slightly too long, collected by Areola. Good man, referee. We'll take a free kick from that position. Edison Cavani header incoming. Yeah, should have been a red card there for Reed. Oh. Free kick in the edge of the box here. Why do I get the feeling they're going to go short and pass it to Fred for him to boot out of the stadium? I've had a vision, Brood. Manchester United set pieces, my God. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'd rather have a throw in than a corner or a free kick from there, literally. There's KG, the comedian, dropping bombs. Yep, KG's in the house. He is. Meant to say, have you seen that TV show on Sky One, Bloods or something? It's terrible. Really, really awful acting. I was going to recommend it, and then if I watched a few episodes, I wouldn't bother. Here, Nickersoff is playing confidently today, and I said this morning. Feels that early. Nice cushion header to Bruno, world class. Yeah, that's all right.
He is in the building. Hello, KG. Hi.
There it is.
I'm making wings, so stick around. You'll see them.
It is a highlight of these streams, KG, getting to see the Bradley's famous wings. If you want to get the recipe, it's on iFast for Bradley. Yeah, Santiago, I totally agree with you. I was a bit late getting to the game there. I was driving. Heard the team walking out. This is the one on the radio there. It was goosebumps central.
Who's disrespecting KG? Hold on.
Huh?
What's he referring to? Somebody's disrespecting KG. The disrespect.
What about having a famous United Stand presenter on the show?
Crazy. Crazy.
It's good.
He's making up 20% of the watching audience. That's a
Mm.
famous person. So that surely that should bump up the viewing numbers.
Oh,
Ooh.
here.
Oh,
Hello.
cleared there. Is that a penalty?
Hello.
Cavani's screaming for it.
Um,
Gesturing that he's been held.
this will be checked.
He's
It
on his
did.
knees.
It did look a wee bit dodged, to be fair. I think we'll be lucky to get this though.
KG says he's on his way to the shoot. What's he shooting? Is it Bloods by any chance? He also says how we're looking with our eyes mucker. Ew. I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, well, look, yeah, it's the classic scenario. KG come out of the blocks, nice and quick, sipping passes about, direct play, really positive, just waiting to concede, to be shit for 60 minutes, and then to try and win it back in the last 10. And there's Northern Ireland flag in the corner, Stratford End.
Ew.
You! Luke Shaw with delivery. Boop! Oh.
Ooh.
Here, Lindelof's been having a good game. I know it's only 13 minutes in, but he's been very solid defensively, very solid on the ball, and he showed a wee turn of pace as well.
He's
You
the
nearly
best-
think it was Maguire playing.
He's the best player in the entire planet. I'll say it before I say it again.
Mm,
He should be one of the ones inducted into the Hall of Fame today. You see about that?
I did.
We'll discuss that later.
Finally, a bit of bloody justice.
Mm. They had to do two United players after that shambles. KG says tip Ted Lasso season 2. That's what he's filming. He's got two things on the rip.
What has he got?
Two things on the rip. Ted Lasso.
What's
I
that?
don't
On?
think it's out yet.
Go on, Edison.
Edison with a chip from 30 yards.
Oh, what a goal! Get in!
What a goal!
Fuck me, what a goal!
Chip from 35 yards out.
Do you know what?
Runs to the fans. does the knee slide.
The
Oh,
fans.
We have to see. We have to see the in front of the fans.
Oh,
What a
amazing.
goal!
Right
Phenomenal.
in front of the Stratford End too. Absolutely delicious.
I don't even know if there's a limit on these.
Oh.
We'll probably burst some people's eardrums. So sorry about that.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Phenomenal. So good to see the fans again.
What's GO stand for, Brood?
Pardon?
What's GO stand for?
Go. Yes, KG. The ball's flicked on from Bruno.
Oh, no, we're okay. No, we're okay.
The fullback there's playing him on. Flicks
what-
it on and through the middle of the park.
Oh,
Cavani from about
that
30,
is-
35 yards out, possibly a bit more. Lobs the keeper. Keeper gets a touch to it slightly, but can't stop it going in. Cavani there doesn't even touch the ball until
What
he
a
chips
goal.
it. Just looks up, sees the keeper
What a
off his
goal.
line. Boom, straight in.
I hope we were
Fantastic goal.
paying him 500
Where's it
million pound a
there?
week.
Does Bruno touch it?
Yeah.
It doesn't. They've just showed you like real slow motion, and he might not actually have touched it. Which, if that's the who hit that out? Was that Dave? Did that go from the keeper?
Hmm. But you know that guy,
Dave assist.
you know that guy Dave De Gea that has really bad distribution. Yeah.
Well, it did look like a bit of a hoof. What was that from the goalkeeper?
That was phenomenal.
Santiago gave it.
Oh, fuck off. Oh,
Decision
good.
decision. Oof. And
Right,
it's
that's the
good that
last-
You've kept your language.
That's the
you
last.
know,
That's the
nice
last
and
day for the
PG.
night. Sorry about that.
Yes, KG, have a good luck. And I'll get that. Actually, I'll do it very shortly. I'll get your thing on the stream yard.
Who's
Okay.
hosting the night? Are you?
I'll get that scheduled for later on, about quarter to 10, 10 o'clock, something like that after the call in. But good luck.
Good man, KG. Take her easy.
Enjoy your shoot. I was always going to say KG. Like if you have like a really famous person, it should count more than one view. It should be about 1,000. If
Or
that-
10,000.
Well, no, that wouldn't work.
Like he is.
Yeah, there's Luke saying Dave with the assist on his last Old Trafford appearances. And
Wise up, Luke. You big goat, you.
I'm sick of hearing about this.
Yes, I'm so
Stuff.
boring. That was
Santiago
delightful,
says,
and
Give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score all the goal. Do 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 do.
What about the
Great
fans
song.
back in Old Trafford? Great to see, and they got a goal like that.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
That's one of the things I really wanted to see today was a Cavani goal in front of the fans, and we've got it nice and early. Oh, poop!
The wings have been incinerating there while we've been chatting. Luke Shaw with a ball in from a corner. Set piece for United. Doesn't beat the first man. Fred for a shot into past it. Good man. Victor Nickers off. Oh, terrible ball. Bruno's in trouble here. Bruno's in baller. Yellow card. Could there have been a shout there for him being the last man there? I think that's quite lenient there. No, well, maybe not. Victor was probably going to be able to make the recovery there. Oh, Bruno, they were actually near enough clean through. Bruno to take one for the team there. He was on the cusp of being the last man too, so there could have been a shout for a red there. Would have been an amber card.
Jim Donnelly is in his house. Get the score updated. Yes, I always forget that. We need to do something about that. My forgetfulness on the scores.
Good to see you, James. I'm surprised you're not out celebrating your birthday again. Nightmare.
Gotta love a private joke live on the internet now.
To all the 7 or 8 people that were here last time.
Oh, that's 6 or 7 people that have no idea what you're on about. Big son.
Oh,
Fred there, good control. Pogba gives it away. Oh, wee bit of silky skills there.
yeah, it was nice. Okay.
Ball given away again very cheaply by United. Cavani tracking back very deep.
Lovely. Right, give it to Spider. Oh, maybe not.
Scott with a nice drilled ball into Mason. Wee ball roll there and hits it with the other foot from Bruno, the main man. He's just quality all over the place. He's just he pisses excellence.
He officially got Player of the Year, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he got the award.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
From the Prem?
Like no, from United.
Oh, from United.
Oh, miss.
I thought you would have made a bigger deal of it. It was from the Prem.
No. Must have been quite close. Been a bit of a dead heat between him and Luke, I'd say. I voted for Luke on the app.
Patsy says the best audio's ever heard.
Good man, Potts.
It was Dave, but they slowed it right down. I don't think, although they're stopping it there.
It's obviously onside.
So hold on, was he onside when Dave hit it? So that's what they were checking to see whether.
Oh shit!
Look.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that
we're lucky there, maybe.
I don't know. It touches like the bottom of his stud, but was he onside when Dave hit it?
Well, the boys in Stockley Park must have went. You know what? We don't have the balls to allow that.
Do you know what I think they did? They went, give it to
Eddie Cavani. Knocking all your plums straight in.
Says, does Ollie have the mins? Is that a general question for today?
What's Luke talking about, Dave?
He also says we need to discuss Kane.
Who says that?
Kane. Good time.
Yes, Kane is on the list. Hopefully our transfer target list as well. But we'll talk about that shortly.
I do that portion not too long ago where I had to leave the room. I do have to do something very soon, so you're going to have to. It won't take that long, but I have to go a bit quiet to figure something out.
Well, what have you to do? Is this? I can't believe we're actually leading the game in the first half. It's mental.
Probably finish by 10-0. Once second half FC kicks in. You're looking fuzzy. Is it just me or do you look fuzzy? I'm not focusing on you. I suppose it's a blessing in disguise. Because you're ugly.
The 11th time you've made that joke. Yeah, so my bet, folks, is Cavani to score anytime, United to win, McTominay to be carded, and over 10 corners. So we're doing okay. Hopeless ball there from the spider. Oh, look, there's Ollie showing leadership. He's up, shouting.
I don't see him shouting. I
He
see him
was, he missed it. He's shouting. He was shouting. He was saying
good.
something like, do it one more time and you're off.
What did he actually do? Was he
He
shouting?
was shouting at, I think it was Aaron, for making a bad point.
Oh, I thought you meant Aaron Mabasaka.
He,
No, I genuinely thought you were talking about Aaron Mabasaka.
no, he was hitting Aaron a second.
Jennifer.
Yeah, Lindelof's been very good today. It's so strange. Oh, spider.
Pass him the ball and watch him score all the goals.
Paul Pogba. Oh, here, advantage.
Bruno
Take a free
nearly
kick
gets
there,
a free.
referee. Maybe no. Wasn't much advantage there.
The day I've had, see, I clicked the live button, click, and she comes walking through the door. Need you to sort this. No,
Aye.
I could have sorted it just before I hit the click button. Or the click button.
Yeah. Yeah, what's like Bridge? Just no rest for the wicked, as I say. No rest for the fruit.
No knock for the belly.
You doing private jokes again on the stream of 8 people? He's laughing as we joke there. Here, Brood, show the fans your Adidas badge there, not sure. Would you?
No, Morgan.
That's something I want to
And
discuss kits as well.
no, and also what I want to discuss is the advertiser. What's the words?
The sponsor?
The words that I'm about to say.
The sponsor?
No, the boycott-ish type things that are going on.
All right. What are we dealing with? The
I've
coffee,
done my
wasn't
own,
there?
I've done my own one. Adidas.
Yeah.
I've taken advertising off
Good
on
man.
purpose. And it didn't come off in the wash a couple months ago.
You bought that in
I didn't buy it.
in Spain, didn't you?
No,
Off a man at the beach.
nope. He was selling pineapples.
And he was doing Mark Goldbridge's head on. And you went, here, leave Mark alone. He's doing a video. And you paid him. Do you actually have the Adidas badge or did it just disappear? Disintegrate?
No, I burnt it, mate.
You pour on his coffee over it?
Burnt it. Folks, like the video. There's 3 likes on it, and 2 of them are me. So need to get liking. There's 8 people here. Have you
Hi-
liked the video?
No,
Well, better get liking.
I'm not viewing it, man.
Well, you could be. You should be. You should have it on the background there to get us another viewer.
What, drain my goddamn battery?
Oh,
You
I've
mental?
got a battery charger, you know.
Especially with a bet about to fly in. Edison Cavani. De Bruno. De Scott. De Bruno. Oh, what a strike. What a save by
Edge
Arula.
of the box. Areola at full stretch gets a hand.
Brilliant save. That was
Pogba.
very unlucky. Fred, pass it.
Pogba.
Good man.
Fred.
Offside.
I,
He was offside there.
I haven't seen. It hasn't been a top quality watching um, effort from myself, but every time I look, I see Pogba doing something wrong. Has he been poor, or am I
No.
just? Is it just like
No.
luck that
He's been average. However, the team as a whole have been, I would nearly go as far as to say, very good.
Bruno Fernandes statistics for United: most appearances, most goals, most assists, most shots, most chances created. Most appearances is a very underrated one,
Mm.
especially when you've got Harry McAverage.
Harry McCapitan.
Exactly. So he must have played every.
Of course, he's played every game. He's only been in the Premier League. Yes, he's been rested in the Europa League and he's been rested in the
That's
FA
what
Cup.
it is. Maguire probably has more
Aye,
overall.
yeah, he does.
appearances.
But I wouldn't be surprised though if Maguire didn't play again this season, Europa League included. Bruno would be.
Pogba's just give the ball away again.
We'll give him one more chance, and then we'll say he's having a bad game, right? So from this point on, we'll watch Pogba. And we'll make an assessment.
And look, Gurley makes a good point there with his question. You should read it there and distract the fans from me not doing anything here.
On the spider, Luke Gurley has not made a good point. When was the last time he made a good point? Interesting ball there from the spider. Good idea. Nobody there on edge of the box, but unfortunately, Fulham back in possession. Right, it'll be interesting to see what Paul does here for the next 5 minutes. We've got him under a microscope now. Go on, Scott. Good interception. Paul Pogba on the ball. Good ball to Mason. Good lay back. Ah, Bruno. That's
Bruno just
unfortunate.
needed a little wee bit in front of him to get a hit first time there.
Yeah, yeah. Probably should have done better there. I'm looking for a goal from direct play here, just to absolutely blow wee Frankie pants out of the water. It's a good ball from Paul there. No complaints here. Look, to answer your question, if you decided whether you want Paul to stay or go, 100% stay. Said it before, he's our best player by quite a bit, I'd say, in terms of
Incorrect.
talent. Hmm?
Incorrect. He's not our best player by some way.
No, I'd say he is. Bruno is a close second, I suppose, but he's our best
Bruno
player.
has done more for United in the short time he's been here than Pogba's done the whole time.
I
And
will
no
Jesus,
drama,
and
no
grass is
drama,
green, obviously.
and loads of no. In all of the time Pogba's been here, Bruno has done
No,
more.
no,
Not since
no,
Bruno
no. We're
came.
not talking about extracurricular activities. We're not talking about drama. We're talking about pure and
No,
utter talent.
I said I'm talking about his leadership qualities that
No,
he has. The
no.
Pogba doesn't.
What we'll do is right. We'll break this down properly. So we've got talent, which is what I was talking about. Paul Pogba is the best player. In terms of impact, Bruno. In terms of
No, the question wasn't
ooh,
who's the most talented player.
I was talking about he's our best player because he is.
He was
Um,
not.
and then when you put all the other components together, Bruno probably just so yeah. To answer the question, look, yes, I want him to stay. Pay him whatever the hell he needs because if we take him out, it creates another problem, and our problems are big enough as they are.
Wan-Bissaka there was about 10 yards behind the rest of the defenders there. Played everybody on.
Is that? No, this would have been soft. I think maybe.
No, so
Very soft. You don't
good
trust.
tenacity from Fred.
You don't trust him running. Jesus, running back like that.
Fred and Pogba are like two complete polar opposites.
Mm.
Like Fred's like very. I wouldn't say it's. Here's me, a big fat lad in Northern Ireland. Oh, the near fumbled it there.
I don't think it matters where you are.
Okay,
Like
fair
no,
enough.
Northern Ireland thing's a bit irrelevant. Like
Well, not really, because there's not that many famous Northern Irish footballers currently. They are George Best. I think you'll find. Anyway, my point was Fred. Relatively
Johnny
speaking,
Evans,
in
Craig
terms,
Cathcart,
shut up. In terms of the other players in the Premier League, Fred is
Stephen Davis.
has a lack of talent, let's say, but he's very hard working and very tenacious.
Billy Peacock Farrell,
And he's not absolutely useless, to be fair.
Ollie Norwood, Stephen Davis,
Eamon Holmes.
Julian Simmons.
Would you just stop naming random people?
What was your point there?
You were too busy just being unfunny.
No, just mention all the just disproving your point. I'm a fat lad in Northern Ireland.
You didn't even name Stuart Dallas. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Did I not say Stuart Dallas?
Nope.
That's who I thought I said. Sorry about that, folks. Should have said he's probably the most successful these days, isn't he?
I hope you did, and I've just
Johnny
got you.
Evans just won the
I
FA
hope you
Cup.
actually did say it, and I just got you, by the way.
No, I think I did. I think I might have said Stephen Davis twice.
Wonder goal, by the way.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Also, Luke's got a question for you there.
You talking about Paul? Look, I'm assuming you are. No, I wouldn't agree with that. Is that a fucking drinks break?
Yeah, it's a strange one. Is
Must
it
be 'cause it's back
is it just
into-
making the most of the injury. I don't think it's no. They wouldn't do it on the 31st minute. I think they're just making the most of this injury
Maybe.
because like so,
yeah,
like
it's not.
not everybody's doing it.
But I suppose you could say it's. No. It is good to see fans back in Old Trafford to see
Unbelievable.
the green and gold and the go signs all over the place. Somebody obviously handed those out because they're all quite uniform. They're all the same.
Santiago, there with a very good point. I want him to stay. Talking about Paul, absolutely no confidence in the board replacing him.
That's exactly that's what I mean. It creates another problem. And to go back to my point, we need players like him to help attract other players. If you're coming to a team with Cavani, Bruno, Pogba, Maguire, it's pulling power. If you lose Pogba, big names are going to go. Well,
That was
he's a big reason why.
was one of the positives with Cavani signing the extension. I thought maybe Pogba will look at that and go,
Yeah.
we're looking better. let's see what the summer brings. Maybe I'll sign up if United invest.
Yeah.
So the likes of Cavani staying, and hopefully Pogba will help bring people in. Although potentially not people in those positions, and that's players that we need.
Mm. But it ties into the point I made a while ago, which is our first priority is getting Cavani and Paul to stay. 1 out of 2 completed. Then focus on the CDM. Then focus on the right wing, and then focus on the centre back. I'd say, or no, CDM centre back, and then right wing. I'd say, and we'll talk about Mr. Harold Kane in a second.
Do you know what I think? We'll bring up the Maguire discussion at halftime.
What Maguire discussion?
Not Maguire, Harry Kane. Harry Kane discussion.
Well in by Victor absolute knickers off. You
Why?
must know
Why
you're
do?
watching, Brood.
Why do you sound surprised?
Because Victor hasn't impressed me in a good while.
Great interplay there from Cavani and Bruno.
Right, Paul. Pressure's on because Brood's calling you out for a bad game here.
I'm just calling what I've seen. Every time I look at him, he's lost the ball or um, done something poor.
Oh,
Cavani
oh,
there.
oh, Addison, that was a wee bit
Interception,
greedy
but
there.
I no, he might.
There was 2 or 3 players on.
It's harsh. The ball was recovered very quickly. Did he get the shout?
What do you think about these 6 o'clock games? This will be the last one ever.
I hate their guts.
Yeah.
I wish they'd never ever happened ever again
Yeah.
in my whole lifetime.
Yeah.
Stress, and we didn't even get to come on live early enough. See all these people that do this as a job, and you can sit and prepare and they do all the YouTube stuff all day long. That's it. No admin, no jobs, no on it. I envy them
Well, it's a goddamn good thing our content's a lot better in there, isn't it?
potentially. Fulham on the
Fulham on
attack
the
here.
attack. Oh, good man,
Don't
Dave.
say be
Lovely.
nuts there, but does enough to divert the ball back to the keeper. Is that
No,
an urgent thing?
no,
Or somebody taking the piss?
no,
Are you allowed to say piss? I've said it a couple of times now.
no. Yes, you can say piss, yeah.
It's not
You
really
can
a
say
swear
piss,
word, is
shit,
it?
dick.
No, you can't say that.
You can.
You can't say the
You,
D word.
yeah, you can.
No, you can't, you dickhead.
Well, what if your name? You can't say that one. What if your name was Richard?
Yeah, but in context, everybody knows what you were saying
Aye, because your middle name's Richard.
because you were naming semi questionable swear words, and then you just said an actual one,
No.
and then
The
made
F
me,
word, the C
and
word, the
then
B
made
word.
me make a joke out of it.
Well, there you go. Anyway, let's stay away from the F's and the C's and the B's.
Right, so stop talking bollocks and continue your point.
You dick. What was the point? I can't remember. Yeah, so we need a McTominay card here, and I don't like the way he's holding his shoulder.
I
It's a big
noticed
game.
I haven't really addressed any of Rich's comments. The last one there is about Kane. We'll talk about Kane at halftime. Maybe some reckless opinions coming. I don't actually know your opinion on Kane. We try not to talk about football until we have these.
Which is probably a bit silly, isn't it?
No, no, no. We don't want to know what our actual opinions before we talk about it.
Unlucky. Good idea there from Cavani.
I've got to say, I don't think impressed is the right word, but it seems like a lot better football.
Yeah, no, as I said
Like
at the
it's
start,
quicker. There's a lot
Yeah.
more quick touches,
quick, direct, slick.
quick passes
Yeah.
into feet.
Yes. People are trying stuff. There's limited sort of backward passing.
Is that just because sort of the pressure's off and they've been told just go out and have fun, enjoy it? The fans are back. You know, don't feel pressure on that. Go out, enjoy yourselves. You know, be creative. What? I was looking at your face that whole time. What's wrong with that? What have I just said?
Listen to the alarm.
Oh, right, right. Wouldn't be a show, a UTD fan TV show.
Is Aaron
What
here to
about
listen to it?
what about Don Little? Before I go, Don Little pube on the show there with the old channel name.
Mason Graham. Oh, it was terrible. Take
Yeah.
the corner there. Sorry.
Don Little pube on the show.
The big show.
The big show on was it? When did we
It's
last play?
Tuesday? No. Thursday
Was
of
it
last
Tuesday?
week. Thursday of last week, Liverpool.
Thursday.
4-2.
With,
Northern Ireland flag again, the screen. You.
with the old channel name.
I know, I know. If you see any Manchester United fan TV channels out there, folks, it's yeah, report it. Don't follow it. Don't subscribe it. Corner there again. United set pieces. Oh, so exhausting. Big Axel playing striker. Go on, son. Victor like, oh, knickers off, done for pace. Knickers off, done for pace. Got away with one there. Thank God Dave saved that. Wasn't even a difficult save. Terrible finish, terrible shot. But knickers off. If you did, it doesn't matter if you've seen it, it happened. He was done for pace and strength. Hence why we need a quicker, stronger, better on the ball centre half to partner Harry for next season. Routine save for Dave. Back in the attack. Right, come on, Scott. Foul somebody, get a card, and then score. Brood's making silly comments in the background there while he's flipping his wings. Federico Fred to Bruno. Come on, keep it moving. Keep it moving. As I said earlier, Bruno is the United Player of the Year, deservedly so. But I think Luke Shaw might be a wee bit annoyed by that. I think he would have been a really serious dead heat there. What a ball from Paul. Good man. Well, actually, take that back. No, he didn't. It just wasn't as good as I thought it was. Oh, head injury here in the pitch, I think. Oh, your man is absolutely. He's about to bleed out there with that nosebleed. Oh, we elbowed there from Mason, unfortunately. I don't even know who it is, but to be honest, I don't know who that player is. I've never seen him in my life. I don't even think Martin Tyler knows who he is. Look, do I think, or do we think that Cavani is more technically gifted than Paul? No, don't think so. There they are.
Focus. You ready?
Oh, that's the ticket there.
Episode I wish you were here.
Mm-hmm.
You wish you were here. Huh?
No, no, it's just the player going off for an injury, I think. No, look, Paul Pogba is technically more gifted than Cavani. Obviously, Cavani's a better finisher and all that sort of thing, but no, Pogba is different class. Plus, given his stature, given his strength, his technical ability, as mentioned, the flair, everything, the strike, he's a player that's so difficult to replace. There's nobody else like him. And I'm well aware of the conundrum of, right, is he fulfilling his potential? He's up and down. His form is so, debatable at times. But you have to focus on him at his level. And at his level, you can't replace him. Hence, definitely keep him. That's the first priority now that we've got Cavani on board. For the team, for the quality for next season itself, but also for the transfers that are hopefully going to be coming in thick and fast. Oh, did I just give you there, did I? What, Knickers off being a slow defender that needs replaced, or he can go on the bench? Come on, lads, let's go in here and 2-0. Yeah, but I think you're right. Paul's having a wee 6 out of 10 here. Go on, Scott. Head up, good man. Right, Fred, give it to somebody who can pass. Oh, it wasn't your fault, to be fair. United corner. Do you know what? I would rather they just give them a goal kick. There's more chance of us scoring from their goal kick than our corner. Brood's 30 years old out there and he's making dick jokes. I stand by that. There's more chance of us scoring from a goal kick from the opposition than our own corner. We see. Yeah, classic. Oh, it's a good strike from Bruno from distance. Do you know what? It was struck well. Very, very, very good direction on it as well. Decent save from Mariola. I think if that was maybe 2 or 3 feet closer, that'd have been a goal. Bit weak actually in the replay. Right, go on ahead, Mason. Oh, lovely idea from Bruno. Unfortunately, Paul wasn't there. Wasn't Paul's fault. Wasn't Bruno's fault. Good idea. Just unlucky. And then Fulham on the counter attack. Knickers off, showing his pace, showing his strength. Can't be assessed on that. Good tracking back from Mason there as well. The position, the formation's interesting here because it keeps interchanging. Like Mason at the minute's on the left wing, Bruno's on the right, Paul behind the striker. Pivot, obviously where the pivot is, and maybe 3-4 minutes ago it was the opposite. Paul was on the left. Hmm. Yeah, happy with how things are going, folks. Let's just hope it stays that way. Fulham have shown that there can be a problem. Like Paul Pogba, I'm wrong with that. Right, quick. Soft there.
I will somewhat develop it, but just very quickly.
Yeah.
I'll chat about the other side of
Yeah.
that first, and then
Yeah, no, fair enough. The point you made earlier too about you're thinking maybe there's a bit of less pressure.
being removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good point.
Um,
Nobody knows that you had them removed. What were you saying?
Take yours, blend them, and paint your walls with them if you want me to.
I would match the
Be a good background for the other side of the flag.
mhm.
Know what you were saying there about there being less pressure, like go out and enjoy it, and I think
The
it
one that you
might
looked at
be
me like I had four heads about.
what?
The one that you looked at me like I was speaking
No,
a
I
different
was
language.
I was just thinking about the beeping noise. It was something to your point. The lecture point.
Oh,
The point
right,
was
right,
very
right,
strong,
right.
and I was going to elaborate on it, and we'll still do now. Um, there could also be to play devil's avocado. Ollie might have said fans are back in, go out and perform, or you're gonna get, or you'd be mincemeat.
Yeah, Ollie doesn't do that.
No, they've been very good, but again, we are playing Fulham.
I bet you Ollie's kids put him to bed at night.
No, well, at least they always get fed. Whereas Marino's children are in deep baller, starving all the time.
Good header there from Scott. Put a very good position in there from Scott there. Very rare bit of praise from me about Scott, but that was very good.
Good man there. Luke Shaw, solid free kick.
Right there by the.
Who's that referee? Is it Anthony Taylor?
I'm very impressed there with Scott. That was very good. Dropped right in between the two centre backs to get the head on the ball. He's probably been told to do that because he's probably bigger than both of them. Apparently, I'd heard somebody say today there's reports slash rumors, as in like reports, as in like training reports that he's rated more highly to United as a centre back than a centre mid.
You see, that's something that I was going to bring up a couple of weeks ago.
Luke Shaw bursting through here.
Go on ahead, son.
Takes a shot from outside the box.
Oh, I thought that was a lot closer than it was.
He needed to pass that.
Yeah,
that was greedy.
That's not good.
That may go to what you're saying. No, actually, it goes to what I'm saying. They've been told get out there, be creative, do what feels good, entertain the fans. It's the first time they've been here in over a year. Go out and give them a show.
Yeah.
And so that's maybe why Shaw's going, I'm bursting through here. If I score this goal, everybody in this fan is going to love me forever for the rest of my life.
Well, to be fair to the team as a collective, they've already done the showpiece move the goal has been scored. The pressure's off now in terms of entertainment, in terms of make a statement. But they
Yeah,
need to
but
beat Fulham three
on
or
an
4-0.
individual level, they're all
Yeah.
going to want to. It's great to see the green and gold scarves out in the
Oh,
front
it's
for us.
brilliant. Be interesting to know where they got the signs from. Somebody's always been handing those out.
The what? The
The go
signs?
signs, yeah.
Go. So simple. It's elegant yet powerful. What do you think, Mark?
I think it's good. Certainly not going to do anything, but sure. You should
Anyway,
be
have you been addressing the comments?
no,
Have you addressed the fact that we've got 7 people watching now and only 5 likes, and 2 of those likes are me, and I'm not watching?
no. I don't think I'm watching either. Will I watch us?
I'll watch us too. Annie, would you watch us? She's actually done that before. What was the last game or the game before? She was using my iPad, and she come running up to me as I was live. I think you weren't there. It was like when I was like before you arrived. She come running up and like showed me live.
Mm.
She was watching us. Probably our most intelligent fan.
But there should be a child lock on this. No,
No,
you said it's.
I said my iPad, didn't I?
Oh, your iPad. Sorry. What device has she got? Has she got her
You
own device?
absolute Richard Ed.
Where the hell are those wings, Bert? Also, are we in extra time here? One job. James, where were you? Tell him to do that. Also, I found a way to get
I
around.
actually might go and shave now around my faces.
I've now come up with the plan of how I can read the comments on my handheld. What about that?
And I can set you up a wee. Why am I doing that? Like that? I can set you up a wee charging station too.
The Ballock station?
Well, you've got that organised anyway. Everybody knows you've got a wee Bellix. Anyway, let's address the comments. I think I heard you talking to like Gurney's point there about Cavani being more technically gifted.
Yeah, it didn't cover it as well as I wanted to, but I think my response to that is he's obviously brilliantly technically, but he's not as good as Paul. You can see it.
We didn't address the main man Rich's point there, and I will address it because it's Rich, and he's an absolute legend of a man. But I'm really getting sick to the back teeth talking about Henderson and De Gea.
Yeah,
It should be a celebration that we have two. I was going to say world class there. I don't think Dean's world class just yet, perhaps.
Chance
But
the world class,
I
yeah.
don't really see it. But we've got a top quality Premier League proven goalkeeper, and we've also got De Gea fighting for a spot. But obviously, there is merit in the discussion about it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Could this mean Henderson is in goal for the final? He's surprised that De Gea started this game.
Um, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in it. I feel like that decision will be made in isolation next week. I think you could maybe make that assessment more clearly if whoever starts in the Wolves game.
I think the decision's already been made.
Well, then it's Dean.
I don't know either way.
No, I think Dave will start.
I think the decision on that has already been made, and I think the decision on what happens over the summer has already been made.
Could well be.
And I tell you what, if De Gea is forced out of the club, if he leaves, it seems like it's probably being forced. If he is forced out of the club, I will be furious.
Yeah, I'll be very annoyed myself. You know
I think
how much of a fan I am with
I
Dave.
think it's about time we got a tan.
Yeah, would you give us a goddamn tan? It's I feel cold looking at how pale I am.
Christian Folleg is in the chat.
Who?
New guy, Christian Folleg. I hope I'm saying that right.
Hi, Christian.
Christian, like the video, subscribe for more terrible banter from him, but great stuff from me. Ask the question.
What is it? Opposite day?
Oh, are you actually 4? You must be 4 years old. He says, who should we buy in the summer for 150M? So I think we're doing like a sprint, the 150-meter sprint.
You couldn't do both because that's too long for him. I don't know any 102 or 200.
But he is a United fan, so we might get him right and cheap.
Remember he played for it in a testimonial as well.
Mo Farah? No, but he's long distance.
No, he's way longer than that. Yeah.
Who's the sprinter? Who's the
Darren?
The sprinter, Darren. Something. What did you call him?
I have no idea.
Let us know in the comments,
interest.
Yeah.
I know who Mo Farah
Let's
is.
actually address the comment. Who should we buy in the summer for 150? So I'm assuming he's saying, do you want Kane? Do you want Sancho? Do you want Stuart Dallas? Like, who would you pick if you have to buy one player?
One player with the dough?
Or is he saying
it's a budget?
Your budget's 150 million.
Okay, so You go first. I'll go first then. So if we had 150 million for one player, I want Kane. If we've got 150 pound, 150 million pound budget, I want a CDM and a centre back. Therefore, I would like if we could get Varane and Declan Rice for 150 combined, I'd be a very happy United fan. I go as far as to buying a kit next season with one of them on it.
You're going to get this video down voted
Why?
saying you're going to buy a kit.
I would buy a kit. I am going to buy a kit.
Go. How about that? Go.
Go your balls. What a goal. We need to take a wee second to stay appreciative. Oh, I missed it. That's something that's going to get replayed over and over and over again in Cavani's career highlights, isn't it? Delicious.
And the debate of whether Bruno actually touched the ball or not.
Here, let's check what the Premier League are saying about that.
Hold on, look. So when Dave hits it, Cavani is offside.
Yeah, by a mile.
So if Bruno doesn't touch this, they must. It was very strange. The VAR they only show you right at the end. Like when the VAR screen flashed up, the decision was already made. It wasn't while they were chatting.
If he's touched it, it's
That's a terrible angle.
Yeah.
From that angle, you can't.
Oh, here's normal.
Another angle from the back.
Oh,
He doesn't touch the
he
ball.
doesn't, he doesn't.
He
No.
doesn't. He doesn't. The goal shooting stand. But give him the assist because Frank Lampard can go and
Absolutely.
Richard himself.
Exactly that. Well, you can see a wee indent in the sock.
His knee, mate. But that's the thing I found strange because they flashed up the decision. We didn't see whether they were checking the offside, and obviously we can't really hear it, so that maybe the folks know whether they were checking the offside or whether they're checking that Bruno made contact. But everybody watching surely thought, "Oh, that's a great flick from Bruno."
Well, they wouldn't have been checking the offside because he was quite clearly on.
Whoa! That's here. He hits. You see it there.
The Premier League have given an assist.
Show us that one again, Sky. Come on, we don't want to see this.
Sky agreed at that. They'll not replay the best replay.
Like we want to see this view.
That goal, like he wants to see that again. Oh,
no, this
delicious.
angle of the goal. But no, see that very last one. It does look like he's changed the direction of the ball there. I'm satisfied with that. Actually.
Well, Premier League given an assist, so good.
Oh, he's been.
Yeah.
I think he did get it. Inch perfect.
Something that I wanted to mention too as well: the importance of this game.
Second place confirmed.
No, yeah. So if we win this game, we have absolutely no excuse to not play the reserves against Wolves on Sunday. Rest everybody for Wednesday.
I don't want to see that.
I do.
I want to watch some football with fans in the
No,
ground.
I want to see Diallo again. I want to see John Mata's last game. I want to see.
I want Cavani rested.
Yep.
I want Bruno rested.
Marcus.
Play Paul. Rest Marcus. Rest Victor.
He'll not be starting in the final. I want to try and win the damn thing. No, I think it should be the under 23s.
Rest Greenwood.
Yeah, big time.
Because he's played a lot, and people forget how young he is, and younger players historically don't have the ability to play game in, game out at a high level, and they don't have that natural fitness built up yet over years and years of you doing this. That's why you see them used more sporadically. Although Greenwood technically and confidence wise looks like an older player,
yeah,
he may not have the body for it. Although
although
he's been at the bloody top level for a very long time now, over 100 games for United already.
It's mad, isn't it?
And he's still 19, isn't he? It's crazy stuff.
But he is.
I love every opportunity I get to speak to anybody, and I love the folks that come and watch us here, and I love the guys on the KG show. Come and watch it tonight, probably by 10 o'clock. And every opportunity I get, I love to big him up.
Yeah.
Sing his praises, even if he's had a slightly average game.
So you should.
Let's get on. That's fantastic. There's a question for you. Here's a question for you. Might be a wee bit reckless.
Just before you do, we need to get back to Christian after this point from your transfer budget.
I will do. And what we'll do is we'll aim the wings at the start of the second half because they'll be a wee bit hot and spicy. And we also have to
put that goddamn hot sauce on again.
I haven't used that one.
Right.
and we also have to finish or get into the Kane discussion. But
Yeah.
so you're saying if it's a one off, it's Kane,
Yeah.
and if it is a budget, you're saying um, Rice and Varane.
Varane.
Do you think that would cost 150? Is Varane
I,
not going on his last year of his contract?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that
Something like that.
too much. But only on the basis eh, that I don't think we could get Kane and a CDM. I'll just take Kane.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
What about and I know what you're going to say before you even ask it. What about Garner coming back
I'm up for it, but
as a CDM?
yes, but
Big Jimbo
no, I'm not
Garner.
up for it. I
Who's he
don't
at
want to.
loan? Is it like Middlesbrough or something like that?
He
I
was
do know it, but I
he
can't
was he
remember.
was at Forest, wasn't he? And then he was at Watford, and now he's at Forest.
It's
I think.
Forest. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to see that.
Did you hear what Troy Deeney said about him?
No.
He said that he has a proper future. He wasn't just doing the nonsense Watford captain. He was saying like he's tenacity. He's technically
He's been
gifted.
highly rated for quite a while now, to the point where we're talking about him right now.
Mm.
Um, like even the fact that he's come into my head as
I
even
haven't
though I
heard
don't
that,
agree with it.
which is good. So where did you hear that? Just
What
on your
what
travels?
what Garner?
Yeah.
No, I just know that he's touted as a good player, and
Mhm.
I've heard that his stature is improving.
Yeah.
Physically. The same with McTominay was brought into the limelight because he had this big massive growth spurt,
Yeah.
and it was his physical abilities that
Yeah.
is what made Jose Mourinho fancy him.
Yeah.
But I've lost my train of thought. So 150 million. If I have to buy one player with 150 million,
Finish off the Garner thing just quickly, right? Would you be happy with it?
no,
Right. Good. Next.
because I think next year, I think we need him in the squad next year, but as more of a rotation, maybe in the less important cup games and European games, maybe the odd Premier League game.
Mm.
We do need a bit more depth in midfield.
Yeah.
Although again, you've got Donny waiting there, needs an opportunity.
Isn't it
I
mental
think
that Donny's not even on my radar? That's
I
terrible.
know but it's not Donny's fault.
No.
Which is Donny is still to come in. I think he'll play a big part next year. Well, not a big part, but a bigger part.
Yeah.
So
A decent part, I think.
you've got Garner to come back. Are they going to invest? They're not going to get. There's nobody's going to leave next year. Like Pogba, they're going to keep him. I don't think they'll sell him. I think he may end up leaving for the second time in his career on a free. And if that happens, I will have nothing good to say about Paul Pogba in any shape or form.
Yeah.
He's been severely average for how talented he is for United in his Man United career.
Yeah.
And for him to leave twice on a free,
He's such a tease, but like he's so good.
he's so talented.
But just I'm always looking and hoping for that. Oh, he's
Do you
going
know-
to
do
kick
you know
on
what he
now.
is?
He's gonna if he
Do you know
keeps
what
this
he
up.
is? He's El Shaarawy that has started at the biggest club in the world. It's like name me another one. Ravel Morrison.
There's a lot going on in the background there, though. It's different to Paul.
Yeah, but you ask, ring him now, ring Ollie and ring
Ollie?
Rio and ring all the guys that were there
Yeah, I know.
back in those days.
Yeah.
If they have to pick who's a better player, Morrison or Pogba, they'll say Morrison. But Ravel Morrison.
Well, they won't, but
the
they
thing-
probably
no,
in private
no,
would.
they will, and I think they did. I think
No,
Rio,
they
I
wouldn't
think
have
Rio
said that.
addressed it on one of his podcasts.
I know how highly rated he was and how much hope they had for
Very
him.
highly
But
rated, but exterior forces and was not ended because he's played for something like 25 different clubs or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But his professionalism has let him down. But he would be more talented than Pogba, apparently. Anyway, so I don't. I'd love to. I actually haven't thought of it up until now. The centre midfield position because we're not going to sell anybody.
well, what's Maddox's
Pogba's gonna
contract situation?
He got one this year.
Was it an extension for
years.
next year?
No,
I don't think
he
it was
got a
3 year.
3-year extension.
3-year deal?
Or was it 1 year?
I don't think he did.
I think it might be 3.
There would have
I'm
been
not
more
sure.
of a big deal made of that if it was.
Even if it was a 1-year one, he ain't going anywhere next year.
Yeah.
Donny isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
and he's got to play more.
Scott and Fred aren't going
Scott and
anywhere.
Fred aren't going anywhere. Pogba isn't going anywhere unless we sell him in the summer, but I don't think that's going to happen. For one, financially, who's going to afford him?
Yeah.
Two, United really need him,
Yeah.
and they don't have
For
a
all
third
the
one.
above mentioned reasons.
But then you've got the likes of Garner to come back. I can't. I, although we need a specialist CDM, I don't see us going out and spending big, and I think we'll need to spend big to get Rice. And I don't think he's worth it. I don't think he's worth 70, 80 million.
No, he's not. If we could negotiate a deal 65 or below for Rice, I'd be all over it.
I'd like Ndidi, but he'd be expensive. Sumari might be a bit cheaper.
What about the Basuma stuff? You heard this?
Basuma, yeah, you might get him cheap enough. He's not coming from a huge
What would
club.
he be? I couldn't even put a figure on that.
You're talking 40, 50. You are. It's
For a Brighton player.
It's the Premier League Man United tax.
Well, true.
You're going to pay more.
What
I can't see
is he French? Basuma?
No,
Cameroon or something?
I don't play FIFA enough to know these.
Keep saying
You've
that.
said that before, Mocker.
Keep saying that.
No, like FIFA is how you learn it.
Wonder if there's any fans in the South Stand.
So I don't think we get Rice. And the name keeps coming to my head, and I don't. Apparently, we're talking 80 million. Sancho. But if it's a one-off player and I have to spend as much money up to 150 million, then yeah, it'll be Keane.
Yeah.
The most realistic one that if you throw money at it, you'll get him. It'd be Keane or Haaland. I think Haaland would be more expensive. I think Haaland would cost you 150 million. If Kane's going to cost you 125, Haaland's going to cost you 150.
I just don't see a world where anybody's paying over 100 million for Kane. I think in the market,
No.
in this market, he is worth that, based on rates. But what I'm saying is, I can't visualize Sky Sports breaking news. 110 million pound agreed. I just can't see it.
I think Levy's the type of man to make it happen.
I don't know.
And
I sort of forgot about Holland. In fact, I changed my answer. I would be in a real predicament if we had 150 million to spend on one player. I'd be in a serious predicament.
I'd be picking Haaland.
Yeah, I think so.
As well, resale value, length.
Yeah.
I think he's possibly more talented, but is not Premier League proven, which makes it more risky. But if I had 150 million in total to spend, I would get Sancho, say, for 80, 90 million. Because if we go this year without buying a right wing again, I'm going to lose my absolute nut.
But then you get people talking about then what's Greenwood do? He's a centre forward.
Striker. Yeah. So I want Sancho. It's easy to say Varane, but I'd like to see what sort of money you're talking with Varane. I would maybe like to have a look again at Pau Torres, but you're probably talking 40, 50 million.
I know less than nothing about Pau Torres.
He was very, very highly rated. Last year was
He's for Real, isn't he? So you were playing against him on Wednesday.
Yeah. He was very good against Arsenal. He's highly rated, and he won't be a break the bank sort of substitution. We need a right wing, we need another centre back, and we need a CDM. So my ideal 150 million, give me Sancho, give me Pau Torres, and give me, I think we couldn't afford Basuma if that's the case, but give me some unknown, like somebody in the
Try and find the gem somewhere
in league. Oh, just find me a gem for 20 million. So a 20-year-old center or CDM specialist, a destroyer, somebody that's gonna go out and get a yellow card most games. That's what I want to see. If he's suspended, then we rely on you bring in. You know what I mean?
You're bringing your pivot.
Give me in a destroyer. I want a right wing first.
Yeah.
I want a centre back up second, and then give me whatever you've got left. Get me an absolute wonder signing at CDM. Just something. Prove yourself, United, with the best scouting network in the whole entire planet. Pull something out there. If Leicester can do it consistently, you can do it. Like, who was the last absolute wonder, weird, you've never heard of him purchase that's worked out for United?
It's been a long time ago.
Bruno was talked about for a long time.
Bruno was. He was a risk, and he was an unknown entity in the Premier League and stuff. But he was really highly rated.
Fred was more expensive. He wasn't a risk.
No, but it wasn't like a sure thing.
Who was the last one we bought for 20 million turned out to be an absolute wonder by.
That's a really good question. I literally can't think of anybody. Literally, it might have
Everyone,
been Rooney.
everyone that we've done that with has turned out to be a bit of a put.
Yeah, or they've
And
come from
the
the academy
ones,
and haven't made it.
the ones that have worked out and have stayed the test of time, we spent money on.
Yeah.
Maguire spent big money on him. Wan-Bissaka spent big money on him. Cavani was a free,
Hmm.
great business.
Which we turned the nose up at the time.
Yeah, but that
How
was
wrong were we?
set with the backdrop of a disappointing summer.
And the timing of it as well,
Yeah,
which did put doubts in your mind, obviously.
given the fact he was a free agent
Yeah.
from the start of the year.
Yeah, like there's bound to be
Months.
clubs out there kicking themselves, going, "Why in the Christ didn't we buy him?"
Yeah. But for the life of me, I can't think who was somebody like Delo. What was he? 20 million. Turned out to not work out.
Where did the loot come from?
Um, it was a Portuguese team. I like to think. You relying on my memory here
I
for
don't. I
content.
can't remember.
Yeah, he did. He didn't come from a big club, but I do remember it's about 20 million, something around there. Fred again, big money. Scott came through
Academy.
the academy, still undecided. I would say that the general Man United fandom is a bit undecided
He's the
on him.
perfect player to have to come on for your boy who goes on to get a yellow card and get suspended, and you bring Scott in. Perfect. Let him grow. Let him.
Greenwood, absolute wonder kid, generational talent.
Yep.
Um, but in terms of actual purchasing, I can't think of any. I'm going back to even. I'm. I don't want to say. I don't want to go all the way back to Fergie, but we might have to.
No, there's definitely nobody since Fergie.
I tell you what, that was a good topic of discussion for something bit of content down the line.
What signings, flops, and successes?
Hmm.
Well, Jesus, not take us too long getting through the successes.
Where is it? You put it in.
Good position here for a free kick. But like I said before, you see this free kick. I'd rather Fulham had a goal kick, more chance of scoring from it. There's been
Folks in the chat, let us know. Name us one. We can't think of any now. Name us a relative unknown that United have bought for, say, anywhere between 10 and 25 million, somewhere around there, that's worked out, that is now a lot more valuable than when we bought them. Dan James was 15 million. He's worth 15 million. I'm not slabbering at the guy. He scored a wonder goal at Old Trafford, top corner. You were right behind him, weren't you?
right in the
Um,
trajectory of it.
Luke Gurley says United have 3 CDMs as it stands. I don't think United have any CDMs. Well, Matic,
Matic, the one.
we've got one, and we've got people that are pretending to be CDMs. Fred is not a CDM. There's Bruno. Oh, it looked like it was in. I was about to scream. Free kick from about 25 yards out, just wide of the post.
All we needed
He
was
looks
the.
like it was close. Let's have a look again. Inches in it, nearly top corner.
I expected the net to start absolutely bulging there. Oh,
You gonna say bubbling? Were you? Do I know you that well? You gonna say bubbling? You were.
slip it right.
Hmm?
Slip it right.
You were gonna say bubbling.
Look
weren't
up.
you?
Oh, that was terrible from Scott.
Shocker.
You're full of balls as well. Scott's a good player. Yeah, look, we've got one CDM.
He also says RVP was the last. No, that's
No, no, he's a proven absolute
yeah.
superstar we bought. He's talking about a hidden gem, a risk that paid off, a good scouting network example.
Basically, what Liverpool have done.
Basically, like another, like if you think about the one that obviously sticks out in United's recent history is Ronaldo. You know, unknown
Yeah.
entity to a certain extent, absolute powerhouse. Obviously, it's an easy example. Other than that, like you could even argue that maybe Nani was in that bracket. Um, then you've got other players
Yeah,
like
Nani was something like 17 or 18 million. And
back then
at
that was
times,
back
at
then that
times in his
was
career, you're talking 40, 50
yeah
at
yeah
his peak.
yeah yeah.
But I don't think a player has done that, even for a short period of time. No player we've bought in has.
PK
Who?
PK
PK.
was he academy?
He
No,
was.
no, he
I think
wasn't.
he was. I think he was bought into the academy. I don't think he was picked out of
Mm.
Manchester. I think he was bought in early and then he was developed. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm like, um, what do you call him now? Scott Dwight? No, McNeil.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Because the Scott. What do you call him? He's in the under 18s at the minute. McNeil. He came from City.
I don't know.
He scored something ridiculous like Pele numbers in the in the younger age groups. He's ridiculously good. But
You know.
he was brought in from outside and is looking to be good. I think Greenwood has been here from younger days. But I'm talking about
Yeah, no,
like
I get you
like a
completely.
19-year-old, 20-year-old, somebody for 15, 20 million. Let's take a shot on him, and he worked out like Leicester did with Kante, like Leicester did with Mahrez, like
Leicester did
Liverpool.
with Vardy.
There you
Leicester
go.
bought Vardy for 1 million from
Like,
Christ knows where.
I always hear the Fleetwood Town or something he came from. Anyway, it's time to go and get the wings.
Yeah, I'm starving to. Hurry the hell
Actually,
up, would you?
Potsy has said something there. He said the best audio he's ever heard in his life.
Good man, Pots. I can't see the comment, so
Actually, you can't read that.
no. But you remember that that screen is pointing out the window.
Go on your phone. Get us an here.
Here, that's actually a good shout there, Potts. Potts just done us there. Potts doesn't wouldn't know football if it bit him in the bollocks. And he's just made a point that completely we forgot about. David De Gea. He was a punt from Atletico Madrid back then.
What year?
2009 or 10. Oh! Areola to stop Mason Greenwood's attempt there from short range. Unlucky. Offside as well. I would have been embarrassing that I'd celebrated that. Oh, that's not offside. And if it is, it's by a whisker. You're right, Potts, 100%. David De Gea is probably the best example in the last 10 years, say. If it was, I think it was 2011 he signed, or 2010, 10, 11, something like that, from Atletico. And obviously a shaky start, but, best keeper in the world for 4 or 5 seasons. Matt Busby, player of the year, 3 years in a row or 4 years in a row. I think if you talk about the impact he had, or the points that he saved us in those years where he was the player of the year, it's like if we didn't have him, there could have been a bloody relegation on the cards, like legitimately. There's one particular game I remember. It was against Arsenal. It was actually one of the games Brood and I managed to get to watch in a bar back in the olden days. It was like a people talk about double treble saves. It was like a quintuplet save. And Paul Pogba was actually sent off that day just to tie into the Pogba drama and agenda that Brood has. Yeah, good one, Potts.
Take that back. I do not have.
2011, yeah, it was right. 2011.
Take that back. I don't have an agenda.
Take your Balix back. Thank you, Brood.
Yeah, and you didn't even start the timer again.
Here we go again. Another set piece to go into the first man. In fact, this one's probably going to go into the keeper's arms. I've had a vision, Brood. Yep.
How much over plate there?
You putting more sass on? Oh goodness.
We
That's your homemade Balix nice. Another corner from Luke Shaw. How are we going to mess this up?
don't let me forget to discuss what I did with the outside.
Paul Pogba up for it. Ooh, that was well defended there by Fulham. Yeah, Pot's good shout, and also thanks for confirming the year. 2011, he came in and he was getting bullied by all sorts of defenders, and then he came into his own, grew up a wee bit, and he was phenomenal. There's a big love United hate Glazer.
We need to address the chat a bit more. Santiago retracted a message, so I'd like to see what that was.
Oh,
Ooh, interesting. Santiago, let us know what the message was that you retracted. The big man, main man Rich, says Tyreek Mitchell greater than Van Arnholt. What's your opinion on that, Mark?
my knowledge of Tyreek Mitchell is so extensive that the only thing I know is that he scored at the weekend. He's in my fantasy team. That's about it.
I know his name.
Patrick Van Aanholt, though, has been good. I know that he's a good player. But Tyreek Mitchell is a complete unknown entity for me personally. But Rich
He's a what?
is what?
He's a what?
An unknown entity.
You,
But
you said that as one word.
did I?
You said on an entity.
An unknown comma space hyphen entity for broods.
That'd be a terrible sentence.
Yeah,
Then
Rich, we're not qualified to talk about that. You're if I was in
let
a
us know.
if I was on a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and somebody said to me who's a better player, you'd be the call a friend. To be honest with you, Rich.
I'd be wondering what sport he's talking about. He also says, "Ouch, that's harsh on Paul Pogba." Well, he says PP, but I'm assuming it's Paul Pogba. Not really.
Probably some nonsense you were chatting.
Well, mm, ooh. Was he referring to the comparison with Ravel Morrison,
Yeah,
which isn't harsh at all?
I think
Ravel
it is.
Morrison was very highly rated in terms of talent, and I think if you ask Rio now, he would say Ravel, most talented player he's ever played with.
Well, ask KG to ask Mark to ask Rio, and we'll find out. Get Rio on the show.
That's a cert to happen. And Santiago Chicharito comes to mind. Wasn't a great, but as an unknown was worth the money.
Yeah,
I would say he's worth the money.
yeah.
I don't think at any point he was ever worth twice, three times as much as we bought him for. He had his flashes, but he was never. He was more. It was like Park as another example. Like Park as it was a phenomenal player,
It
a
was
great utility player in certain
and
games.
very
But
good for the fan base and for the commercial aspects of it.
I don't think we would ever been able to sell him for a big profit.
No,
You know what I
because
mean?
he suited our system, he suited our team, he suited everything to do with us, and he was perfect for us. Oh
Oh,
my god!
De Gea with a
What a save
fantastic
from De
double
Gea!
save. Fantastic
Oh
double save.
my god!
Unpredictable shot. Near goes into the top corner.
Wait
De
for
Gea
this.
gets one hand to it,
He caught that. He tipped that over like a cat.
drops down, gets back up into his feet, and makes the second save. Fantastic from Dave. That's
Did
what
he
you
get a
get.
glove to it?
He did, huh?
Was it post then glove or glove then
It was
post?
like a chip. Like a
Right,
chip
Sky
shot.
Sports, give us a better replay.
Nah, it was
No,
terrible.
it doesn't matter. The hell were you saying?
And then Santiago also says super sub for what, 6 million? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Scored some really valuable goals first. Right, right. So what is the
Here's how we phrase it, right? Name a player United have done with have basically Vardy,
Yep.
Kante,
Yep.
Mahrez. Name me a United player in recent history that United have done that with.
Here's another example to add to that list. Think about Mohamed Salah.
But he wasn't an unknown though.
Aye, but he was known to be a bloody flop, and all the Liverpool fan base like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing buying him? Even I laughed at it. Look at him now. Still a pudding, like, but he's good.
I did make the point.
Oh, my bet.
Scott McTominay going off uncarded, as far as I'm aware. I'm sure that's just went through. So that was a notification from antivirus to tell me that there's no viruses.
Good.
Cheers, Mucker. Yeah, so like I made the point of saying about Liverpool, like they have done that with a few players. Like Mane is the same from Southampton.
Yeah, it was
like,
underwhelming signing. Well, no,
not underwhelming. He looked promising.
people
but
were excited about that.
It was a bit of a gamble.
Yeah. No, we've been terrible at it. If you look at the post Fergie era, nobody at all. See the Chicharito thing.
It's a good shape, but
What do you think
it's close.
about, in your mind, what is the most memorable goal for you?
The one that I always think of
I'll say it. The
the
header against
backward
Chelsea to
header.
make it 3 each.
Was that the backward header?
Yeah.
The one where he does like that.
I think
I don't
maybe.
think that was Chelsea.
Maybe not. The one for me was when he made it 3 each at Stamford Bridge.
The one for me is the one where he like heads it with like there.
Bit like a wee Diallo goal against Roma in the first leg.
I think it was more unorthodox than that, but yes, similar. That's the one that always comes to my head straight away, and I'm not sure why.
He loved United as well. He was United through and through. Like he was really good in the change room as well. Apparently, according to Rio.
Yeah, he seemed like a very hard worker, very honest.
Yeah, he was serious about it. Like he was very passionate as well.
Like a happy kind of chap too. Underrated. Somebody who can keep the morale up. It's not too serious, but we are guessing somewhat at that. Luke Early also says, I don't think United have a history for doing that. Even under Fergie, I would argue they bought players at reasonable prices that didn't work out, e.g. Anderson and Veron. It's a good point, although there are examples like the one you used was Ronaldo. Absolute.
Nani to a certain extent
That was
as well.
the best business, possibly the best business in football history. At that time, to get that player with that much talent who has proven to be one of, if not the best player of all time, for 12, it was like 12.6 million or something like that.
Fulham at the edge of the
And
box here.
the worst
Good
business
man.
about Ronaldo was the amount that was sold him for. And at the time, that everyone was like,
No, in that
was it 85 or something like
80
that?
million on the dot.
85
And but back
million.
in the day, that was ludicrous.
But then the season after that, you're going, flip, that was cheap.
Well, maybe not just the season, but not shortly after. Yeah,
I would not.
Neymar was 200 million. If Neymar's 200 million, then Ronaldo's $1 billion and a half,
I know what.
half.
But yeah, we do have a history of flops as well. So
Sanchez.
look, girl says, who else was there? MD, not sure what that is. Emma McFarlane. Have you read this
No,
one?
there's a bigger one from Luke there, is it not?
I just read it.
Oh,
Emma McFarlane, have you read this out? Says Bradley, where can I get the recipe for the wings? My boyfriend tried making them on Friday, and they were. I fast with Bradley. Go on, hit the link in the description. My channel that talks about absolute nonsense, but there's some gems in there, like the wings.
and the spicy sausage.
Quick, cheap, easy, delicious.
And healthy.
Look Girlie's always in the building helping out. There's a video, Emma. I fast, like I've just said. And
Oh, Marcus!
then he absolutely nuts him there,
He
sending
did, yeah. And he's probably, that's him out for the final. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to need a wing.
free kick coming up.
Very funny, by the way, Emma, whoever you're talking about. Not very nice.
Rashford does the old flip flop there, but I think the ball goes too far from him to really.
We got a free kick anyway.
We got the free kick, yeah, but
Like I said.
I think we're fortunate to get the free kick. I don't think anything was going to come of it. Bit of friendly, not so friendly, bit of argument here going between Anderson and Rashford. I don't know what he's complaining about because there was clear contact. He's probably just raging that Rashford absolutely dull him all ends up, as they say. Wow,
Excellent.
of course they're excellent. The breeds. Santiago answering the question that I posed to him. What was the retracted message? He says the retracted message was a question on whether you'd be more willing to take a Varane / Pogba. Oh, that was a shot. There's a shot there actually, not a cross. Whether you would be willing to take a Varane / Pogba swap to fund more business, but it was worded poorly. So, would you be willing to take a Varane and Pogba swap in order to enable more business?
I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that because
No,
we
you don't have to
have
buy into anything.
we
Answer
have
the bloody
all the money.
question. We don't have all the money. We've got all the terrible owners.
We've got all the money. So if somebody starts spouting crap about we need to get rid of Pogba to raise funds, can go and absolutely themselves.
Oh, the ball crossed. Oh, goes through Greenwood, goes through Cavani, out for a goal kick. But it was a great ball from Rashford. I don't think we really fully addressed this. Did Rashford come on for McTominay?
Must have been, yeah.
A very attacking substitution. I'm somewhat surprised. Is it with one eye on the weekend and careful? One eye on the weekend and one eye on the final next week. Ian Kelly is in the building. How are you, 50? That's his nickname, 50. Don't know why. Hello, Ian. He says hi up the Newcastle. What about
Steve
Stevie B getting manager of the month?
Yeah.
2 wins and 2 draws. It's good for Newcastle. It's an underwhelming statistic for manager of the month.
Yeah, but
And Newcastle fans, Ian, let us know actually what you think. There's a famous Newcastle fan that has very poor things to say about the main man, the legend that is Stevie B. Did you see that? Shaw did an absolute Phil Jones there. Fantastic. I want to see that again, slow motion. Fully like stopped the ball with his chin lying on the floor. Yeah, let us know what you think about Stevie B. Absolute legend of a man. How was your bacon, did you say? Unbelievable. Let us know what you think. Surely the end of the season, you can't say much say too much about it. Surely all your anger should be towards the owners,
And the Premier League.
as we all too well know, and the Premier League for the buyover thing. But that's not really a direct.
Do you want to those wings are
In,
phenomenal.
it's not a direct indictment on um, directly related to Stevie B. You can say don't whinge about Stevie B. Whinge more about the ownership.
No, I agree with that. However, the only thing that
It's easy
annoys
to
me
say
about
that from
Bruce
here.
is that he just says some really daft things. Like,
Oh, was you bacon? Did you say? Go do it.
you've got
You
that down
said
to AT. I can't do that.
do it. Do
I
you
haven't got the ability to
do
do a
it?
Geordie
Try it.
accent. No,
Just try it.
no,
Try it.
no, Breed. Not
Try it
trying it.
for the content.
No, don't
Try
need
it.
content.
Try it. Just say how's your bacon? Did you say
How's your bacon? Did you say
in a Geordie accent?
in a Geordie accent?
You're 12. Oh, was your bacon? Did you say?
I'm 12 because I won't do a Geordie impersonation.
Yes.
Right.
And also because you repeated what I said in a Geordie accent. You went, in a Geordie accent. Bloody child.
Says you.
Ian Kelly says Stevie B. And then two of those. Never fancied him as a manager, but he's kept us up. But I personally think the club has highly controlled that the club his so we say the club is highly controlled by the fat controller. Rafa should have stayed. That's good points. That's what we were saying.
Mm.
He's referring to Mike Ashley, the absolute leech on football. Not the worst, but he's up there.
He does.
I'm surprised bloody Newcastle weren't in the six. Put it up to seven, although probably weren't glamorous enough. Although they are an underrated club, we'll say that.
Rumor has it he has Rafa Benitez managing House of Fraser in London. No, no, we're okay. It was a joke about the fact that he puts more emphasis upon his retail businesses, i.e., House of Fraser, than the football club. But Brady didn't give me any sort of anything on that. Whereas I would have at least pretended to laugh at that or pretended to maybe win the conversation about
Well,
it.
I'll
Maybe,
give you the
I
opportunity.
mean, sure,
I'll
don't
give you
worry.
the
I know,
opportunity
sure,
to
no,
redeem
sure,
yourself.
oh, no, sure, it's grand. I sure, that's right. And I'm going to be pernickety now. See if you say something that's not even, see what's even half funny, you're not getting anything from me.
Did I give you the opportunity to redeem yourself?
No.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. You ready for some ASMR?
Your Alex and R. Or like, why is Marcus on to get injured? I don't understand it. Why would you not bring like Danny James on or something?
He's overplayed.
Hmm?
He's overplayed. That's why.
Over
These are cold.
either Baltic, but they're lovely. You know what else is lovely?
We can't both be eating.
Oh,
I was waiting for you to stop eating so I can start eating.
where you at?
As soon as I get a wing in my club,
Serves you bloody right.
you're over there eating fireworks. I did a wee magic trick with them, by the way. And I don't think it made any difference.
Did you?
I marinated them
In what?
in,
Peach?
in water, lemon juice, and a couple of slices of lime.
I don't know. They taste like celery.
Celery, yeah.
Mm.
Give it a wee go. Just wanted to keep them fresh.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what our issue is here? We
We're not
might
watching
concede.
football.
What?
We're not watching the football.
I'm watching it. Yeah, big Stevie B, by the way, and he's a United legend. He could be hands down responsible for all of our success under Fergie because he scored that header in the FA Cup. They kept him in a job. So we'll not have a bad word said about him.
Do you know who's very quiet? You don't hear too much about in the same vein. Pallister.
Gary.
Mm.
I think he sort of keeps himself to himself, doesn't he? He's not really in the public eye anymore. You didn't happen to listen to the United podcast with Polly on?
No, but
Very good.
I did meet
Oh, Mace. Come on, Mason. Put it in, son.
Mason Greenwood. Is clean through. Hits it as a poor shot. Bruno blazes it
It's
over
not
the top.
good. Mason, I would have put the house and him scoring from there.
He had tons of time there.
Went with the wrong foot, I
But
think.
potentially a lack of experience there. Had more time than we thought.
They've given up because they know he's going to score. We really could do with second goal here.
I did,
Relax.
however, meet Dennis Irwin in a pub once.
I'll show you.
Oh, look at him get this phone out now.
I'll show the fans it. Where is it?
Ian Kelly says, as you called me 50, the name comes because apparently. Wait. You just disrespected 50 there.
50 can wait. Why is that not focusing? There's me and Dennis Irwin.
There's me.
Don't be worrying about it.
There's me on the left. 50 says, as you call me 50, the name comes because apparently when I headed the ball, it went all directions. 50p head. That's impressive.
You heard about a
If you're
50p
that-
head, weren't you?
If you're that bad at football, your nickname is derived from
And
it.
you're willingly putting it as your profile name and stuff.
We don't do that.
Oh, referee! He's raging at that. Ball just hit the referee there and had to stop the play. What happens here? Is it a drop? Is it a contested drop ball? Or Christ, I thought that was Glazer to our side there for a second.
Does look like him, doesn't it? The absolute walking scrotum.
He looks like a White Walker, doesn't he? How you find those wee wings, Herbert?
Delicious. Spectacular.
Imagine if you added a wee bit of like Celsius to them.
They'll be too hot, I think.
Told you. There's the goal. One each.
If it
For
off that post.
sake. I did say that like 3 minutes ago. Christ.
If I didn't have wings in my hands, I'd
Right.
be fuming.
Let's get an inquest into this because this is a problem. This puts pressure in the Wolves game.
The ball comes over from Shaw's side.
Oh, he's well onside. Oh, he's well onside.
What are they looking for there? Oh, the other side of the pitch. Oh, here.
That's well onside. Come
No,
on.
that looks off.
No, that's well
No,
onside.
that looks off the far side.
If
of
it
the pitch.
is, it's a joke. But
No, it does look off.
no.
In today's standards, if it is, United have been very lucky today.
No, they can't give that offside. I really goddamn hope they do. Like, why are they showing us this?
They're looking at. Does it come off Shaw? Are they? Or they're looking at the exact moment that leaves his foot. I think it's offside.
No.
Or they're looking at his knee.
It's going to be given offside. Is it? Oh, come off it. Oh, it's
It's onside.
onside.
It's onside.
Oh, we're going to get lined up there. Right, this is a problem because guess what? We're not going to score. Really wrong with that. I'm really wrong about that.
They're still showing us. Why are you still showing us this guy?
Wambasaka
Both fullbacks there. Did Shaw not?
left unmarked player. That's very decent finish there from your boy Brian there. He's the boy that got
Both
his.
fullbacks there. Luke Shaw doesn't do enough
No.
to stop the cross. Wan-Bissaka loses his man. Poor.
Not good, folks. What does this mean for the table then? So we needed a win, didn't we, to solidify second, didn't we?
Yeah. That would have been second confirmed.
Yeah, it's very annoying because that's exactly what I wanted. I can't be bothered having to worry about Wolves.
We're still favourites, and Wolves have been quite dire this year.
We Game of Thrones.
See what they did there?
See what you did there. No, because now we can't rest players on Sunday.
Good.
Not good.
Yes. Change the squad, Mark. See, I remembered. Nobody.
Come on, the lads.
There's a wee goal here at the end.
I don't think so.
Might be for Fulham. Were we talking about De Gea's distribution?
Oh, it's excellent.
Absolutely hoofs it out there for nobody.
Best centre back in the world there, up in the stands, Harry Maguire.
That's all they mate.
He should be up there shouting, shouldn't he, Brood?
If bloody well should be at this point. It's all right. He can go up and do it when we've just scored and we're 1-0 up.
Fulham have no period of possession here, which is annoying.
Fulham been a better team second half.
Have they?
Do you know I can't be bothered with not winning a game
Aye.
like their statistics.
Referee.
Another cross coming in from Fulham.
On the spider.
Spider
Advantage.
cross there.
Come on. Come on. Somebody shoot him for that. Bruno's on the roll there. Come on. Oh, Marcus. Marcus is trying to do. I've been saying this for weeks now.
Here at United Fan TV, we don't condone calls to violence.
Right, Paul. Look up. Where we're going to go. Good man. What a ball. Right,
Bruno
Bruno.
at the edge of the box.
Oh!
Takes a shot on his left. Takes it back on his right.
Weak. Very lovely piece of skill. Absolutely sat down the defender. Very weak finish.
ball from
Oh,
Paul.
that was delicious. That. See if he'd have scored there. Goal of the season.
Need to get a bit of welly behind that there to get it up over the keeper.
Aye, if he had struck it at all. It was like one of yours, bro, down the 4G pitches. Play on. Well, in by who the hell that was. That's your boy Bobby Daka Raka Raka Reed or something. Go on. Right, Marcus in space. I thought Greenman was going to get through there. Oh, right, Fulham are defending for their lives now. Not that it matters. Guys, why would you still just take the loss? Like, yous are down.
I have a question for you. Do you want to know where I got these scars?
You're what?
Do you want to know where I got these scars?
What scars?
So you're doing that thing where you're pretending. Yeah.
He's losing his wee mind, got them.
Hmm?
I know what you're talking about.
You know, Joker, Batman,
Oh.
Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Suppose it wasn't a bloody Anchorman quote. In the chat, folks, Anchorman are stepbrothers. Right, United, come on, I can't be bothered.
Favorite crisps.
And your favorite flavor of crisps? That might have been the ball of the season from Fred, and I didn't mean it. Perfect. As we've well documented, Fred can't pass, shoot, or tackle, but it's good.
I wouldn't say documented. Conjectured.
Oh, God.
He's very, very average at passing. Can't shoot. I think you're probably better shooting, but he can tackle. Phenomenal from Lindelof. His first good thing I've said about him.
There's
Probably
Amad Diallo coming on.
Watchalong.
Who's going to come off here, do you think? Probably, I wouldn't be surprised he took off bloody Cavani.
Wouldn't be a terrible show.
Right, Mason off for Amad Diallo.
Ahmad, here's where you make a legend of yourself.
Come on, son.
First game back with fans. Come on, get us a winner. There's Donny Van de Beek coming on.
Is he?
Yep.
Hopefully it's for Federico Fred. Just go all out, might as well. Right, come on. Think about how do we get this ball forward as quickly as possible. No mucking about. Come on.
I'm starting to think the wings might be a detriment to the Watchalong.
No, not. Ball in by Bruno. Well defended by Fulham. Right, Federico Fred, give it a ball as quick as you can.
Got some comments there, Mark?
Have we?
The disrespect.
We're just not gonna score, unfortunately. Go on ahead, Amma. Get stuck in our kid. What pressures are United against Wolves? Look, are you serious, son? Go on ahead. Oh, Frederico, absolute Frederico Fred.
Surely that was a foul from behind
Yeah, I think
after giving advantage.
yeah. What's going on? Luke's question: what pressures are United against Wolves? If we draw here, we could finish and we get beat by Wolves on Sunday. We could come third.
Which doesn't mean nothing really.
It does mean something. I mean, it's not progress from last year in the league.
It means it's a more accurate reflection of the season.
Nonsense.
Don't nonsense me.
Who the hell deserves to be second over us?
Whoever comes second.
Nonsense. Do you think Maguire starts next week? Considering he's still on crutches. No, I'm getting less and less confident with Maguire for the final now, based on how he was moving on the crutches. I feel like it looks like he's quite dependent on them, which is a bit of a problem. But I think in the media, Ollie and United will probably keep that quite stum, hoping that Villarreal will be, concerned about that or thinking he might play. Or it's a big problem for us, genuinely, despite the fact that Brood has a massive agenda against them. Yes, Rich Ahmad before Van de Beek. Wow, Van de Beek really low in the pecking order. Yeah, it's mad that. And again, let's have another conversation about it. I just can't put my finger on why it's happening. But I'm certainly not writing them off. I think he'll have a big season next season. But you're right in the sense that he's bringing up. But then Ahmad's a more attacking player than Van de Beek, so it's not as if he brought on like Matic or Amada. Then that would have been a real, kick in the stones to Van de Beek, I think.
I'm reserving judgment at this moment about the treatment of Donny. I think people have gone far too hard and far too early.
We don't know anything.
We don't know very much in the background. It's very early in his career. It's a very strange season, which is possibly a reason to question it a bit because he should have potentially got more game time.
With the congestion, you would just
Exactly what I'm saying. But next year, I will judge next year.
Yeah.
If it's the same sort of pattern, then he's just got to leave. But it's part of what we discussed about who we would buy in. The fact that we've got Donny there, we've got Garner that may be coming back. The fact that we're not going to be getting rid of anybody bar Pogba if he does go. But Pogba, even at if you play Pogba at CM, like where Scott's playing or Fred's playing, like anytime we see it, we go, he's been a bit wasted there, isn't he? So again, I can't see us spending big on a centre mid. Is Cavani coming off for Donny van der Beek? Is it? Yep.
First time Edison's got a standing ovation at Old Trafford. Just a pity again. Feels sorry for Cavani that he's going to.
Is it a statistic that he's never played against us? He's always injured when we play PSG.
Yeah, I don't remember playing against him, to be fair.
Maybe a good shout. Let us know.
I remember he was on the bench when
Any stats guys out there, let us know.
When Rashford scored that penalty, he was on the bench.
Mm-hmm. He
So
didn't play that game.
I don't think it wasn't.
Was he brought on? I think he was brought on.
He might have been brought on, at the very end.
Oh, Diallo.
Ahmad!
It's through, plays it out to the
Oh,
left.
another chance wasted. He probably should have left that for Marcus.
The Fulham defence has been good.
Yeah,
There's been lots of
they've been solid enough.
Solid types of tackles. Aaron Moore says, all right, all.
All right, Aaron. Nice of you to join us.
Congratulations, big man. What?
What are you saying congratulations for?
He's had good things happened recently.
Right? Good man, Aaron. Thanks for letting me know, by the way.
You do know who he is, don't you?
Well, you're my
You've been on holiday with him?
You're my Aaron Moore liaison.
I don't tend to, gossip about other people.
Gossip?
What? It only recently happened.
What, in the last 10 minutes?
Maybe.
Yes, Aaron, congratulations, son.
Within the last 24 hours. It's not like we've chatted since.
Congratulations, Aaron.
You didn't even know what time this match was kicking off until 20 minutes before kickoff.
Aye, because I've got an agent and a producer that is messing up all the time.
Agent?
You?
I'm your agent?
Yeah, you tell me where to be, when to be. and sorted all the deals and the brand deals and
Well,
the.
I would be terminating our agreement if that was the
Oh,
case.
referee. Speaking of agents and stuff, want to introduce our principal sponsor, manscaped.com.
Uh, that would be. Is it just for pubes,
Yeah,
or is it there's there facial elements?
probably. Well, you can take it's nose hair, pube hair, arse hair.
There's no beard trimmer,
No, well, they might do. Um, I don't think so.
or is it all testy related?
Testy related. I think birds can use it too. Like, so it's not necessarily testes.
Still
I
on seven
can't
likes,
believe we've
folks.
drawn this game. What?
We're still on 7 likes. We have been for the last half an hour. It's not good enough, people. Getting this
Hmm.
free world quality entertainment, even though the lighting's going all weird because of the bloody thing that I can't stop.
You better get up there and get those things whacked up.
Dickard Dover Reed. Another disappointing result. It's looking like, and it could get worse. As Fulham here, five. Four, I thought it said five there. 4 minutes of additional time. Fulham ready to swing the ball in here, but United are notoriously good at set pieces, so this will be a battle. They're definitely going to score. And I'm not even watch this. They are genuinely going to score. Aren't they?
No. Counter attack, Donny van de Beek.
Good.
Oh.
Ahmad nearly away there. Another good tackle.
Yeah. No, they deserve this point. Like, not that it matters to them an iota.
Well, of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
Go to Old Trafford and beat them. Every single player out there will be jumping for joy if they end up nicking this. Even a draw, great result. Brian. He's put himself right out in the shop window tonight. Deckard over Reed.
Mm.
Promising performance. Fulham taking time over this throw in here. We're already a minute and 15 into added time. Well, let's get the ball up the pitch. Bruno gives it away at the back. Couple of ball rolls, buying a bit of time, playing towards the corner. Oh, that was nasty.
Ahmad.
Ahmad Diallo gets cleaned out there after winning the ball back fairly. Game's on a knife edge. Surely there should be a card coming out here. Nope, he's a pudding, the referee. Couple of questionable decisions tonight.
Mm.
Second half has been thoroughly disappointing. First half, obviously, we won the first half, we scored. But the performance in and of itself, did that deflect? Is that a goal kick? Did that hit back off him? The performance in the first half was also promising. Looked good. It was good football. Second half's has been poor. Statistic popping up there. Goal scored after 90 minutes. United by far with the most this season with 8. Second best is Villa with 7. Or, with 5. Minute and a half left. Maybe one more chance in the game for United. Or perhaps for Fulham.
Nah.
Aaron says he's genuinely concerned about the final now. We're slumping over the finish line this season, 100%, and helping Liverpool get top 4. Finally, the yellow card coming out for some time wasting here. And ironically, that is just wasting more time. Be interesting to see here if we get another 20 seconds on the end here.
Of course not.
Are you wasting time? Well, here, waste some more time to something that means absolutely nothing to you as a goalkeeper.
To be fair, Ariola's had a couple of good saves.
Well, I think he's an absolute nipple, if you ask me.
Right?
Yeah, to throw the ball away again, quite literally. Throw the ball away again. Last minute. For some reason, this loss, or this, it feels like a loss. This draw is hurting me more than the rest of them. Well, no, not the Liverpool one. take that back. I'm just get fed up not winning. But as Aaron says, slumping over the line, and the referee blows the whistle before the 4 minutes after giving a yellow card to a player for time wasting. No extra time given for that. Shambles. Awful second half performance. Positive first half performance. What can you say? Got to feel bad about the fans. They're obviously happy to have got back in the stadium. Enjoyed the
Legally?
first. Hmm?
Legally?
Yeah. But I can't help but feel there's a couple of s- solemn looking faces
Yeah.
with green and gold scarves. Can't help but feeling if I was there, I'd be very disappointed after over a year of not being able to get in and watch a game. Elsewhere, Man City are 1-0 up against Brighton. Leeds are 2-0 up against Southampton. All games that are utterly pointless.
Big game, 8:15.
Chelsea and Leicester, big game after, yep.
Do you watch it?
Hmm?
Do you watch it?
No, I mean, I've got to show today. Aaron says, how can you not win that game? Knowing a win confirms second two. Players should be ashamed. Strong words from Aaron.
Have to agree, Aaron.
I can't agree or I can't really argue. A couple of players out there can be proud of themselves. That goal we conceded is pretty unforgivable on the two fullbacks. Luke Shaw's had a stellar season, but he's had his moments recently. He wasn't very good against Liverpool. He's lost his well, not lost, but there's been a dent in his what's the word? His mythical, story of all the players that he's pocketed. Salah was, I think Salah was the first one that
Yeah.
really came out against, wasn't it? But he's kind of lost that a bit. Per on the goal tonight, we're actually about to see it again here. Doesn't do enough to stop the cross, although he did try to make the tackle, potentially a bit harsh there, but and then completely unmarked at the back there. Let's watch Rambasaka's approach. Although there is 3 yellow shirts there around him, but he's not marking any of them. Good cross. He's easy enough finish. Dave does well. Can't expect a save from that, but it's just disappointing. It's disappointing stuff. It started so well. It looked like we were trundling to a win.
Very frustrating, Brid.
It is frustrating. When was the last time I won? Your
Aston Villa.
wee man's nose is going and all.
Aston Villa.
3-1, was it?
Yep.
As Rich says there, concerning form. Let's have a look at the form. It's the form doesn't concern me as much as the performance itself. There's been a lot of drab performance. That's the point that I showed you earlier. I might just stick a line through it. The first half performance today was
I'd say it was
so
good.
positive that
Good.
it made me think "Well, that was a good first half." And I can't remember the last time I thought that.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Also, I'm just frustrated that now we have to worry about Wolves.
So our form in the Premier League.
Just by the way, those wings were like fantastic.
Of course they were. They're Bridge wings.
No, but you never ever impress me, apart from with wings, and you haven't not impressed me yet with wings. I think that's something to be really celebrated by you, Brid.
There he is
Harold Kane.
in the Tottenham advert.
That's the wrong shirt. You want to be team viewer
Oh,
shirt
that's-
next season back?
It is Coke, but surely they wonder did Tottenham have to, do they financially gain from that advertisement directly
Of course they do.
because it is a shirt. I know, obviously, because of
The shirt,
the Kane interaction.
Kane and the shirt.
But if the shirt wasn't there, would it just be Coke pay Kane, or do they have to pay Tottenham
Probably just Kane.
because it's an employment
Mm.
sort of thing? Maybe it's a contract issue. Let us know if you know in the comments, folks. So our form, Dar, going backwards in time. So from today, obviously the draw, loss, loss, win, loss.
Who was the loss before
We've
Villa?
1 and 5,
Who beat us before Villa?
1 win and 5, 1 draw and 5 and 3.
Who the hell beat us?
It was we beat Villa.
Right, so draw against Fulham, lost against Liverpool, lost against Leicester, won against Aston Villa. Uh,
Well, I would believe them, to be
go
fair.
and check. Go and check that. I can't think who it was that beat us.
Sure, they should go on there.
Yeah, that's where you'd find it. And let it
But
out.
Glazer's out.
Later's out as well. 5 frustrating bird. I was looking forward to seeing the reserves on Sunday.
There's something interesting to talk about there on the app that I'm on. Who was the man on that today?
For us,
Shut up. For United, yeah.
give it to Cavani for that wonder strike. Played very well in the first half.
You'll do what to Cavani?
Hmm?
You'll do what to Cavani?
Give it to him. 30 years old.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant the song, you tit.
He wasn't. He was talking about
So,
what.
1 each Fulham today. 4-2 loss to Liverpool. 2-1 loss to Leicester.
Oh, they're counting Roma in that. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was thinking Premier League.
Oh, thanks for spoiling it. 3-1 win against Villa. 3-2 loss. Roma 6-2. And then before that was a draw
Yeah,
with
Leeds will beat
Leeds.
Burnley and then
So
What
since we played Leeds at the end of April, we've had a draw Leeds, with thumped Villa or Roma, then lost to Roma, beat Villa, lost to Leicester, lost to Liverpool, draw with Fulham. Then we're
Here's a
away,
good thing for
away
you.
to Wolves, and then the final.
Are we on the home side of the draw for the? Oh Christ, we're going to that
Oh, I don't think
zebra kit.
they'll not play the zebra kit, surely.
It might be.
Well, Villarreal, they're playing in yellow, so surely.
Well, it's yellow and red, so it'll be. It
not
could
really
be
red.
black, but then knowing United, they might play in that bloody zebra kit. I'd be disappointed if that was the case. Interestingly, we haven't won a game since the protests at Old Trafford. They called off the Liverpool game, and I'll leave you with that while I go for a peach.
You not hold it and we'll sign off. Although we didn't get
We'll
to
hold it and we'll sign off.
we didn't get to most of our talking points.
Hmm.
Harry Kane, yes or no?
Yes. At all costs.
If that was the only purchase.
Yep. If Harry Kane's on the market, United, even from a sense of pride, need to go and get him.
Sense of pride.
He's the best striker in the Premier League over a long period of time. Obviously, Aguero's in the frame. But get Kane if he's available, is my sentiment.
I think that's a bit reckless to say.
No,
At all
get
costs.
Kane at all costs.
Just
Get
for-
Kane at
just for
whatever he
pride.
costs, is what I said.
But you said even if it costs pride, like if it's just for pride,
No,
out
not
of,
just
out
for
of
pride.
pride, get him.
No, pride is an element of it.
But you said even if it's out of pride, to get him.
Even from a pride perspective.
A bit reckless.
No.
I'm. It doesn't excite me as I think it should. I think I'm just more. I'm a bit concerned about it. I think it might not be the right thing to do. And I think United's record of buying the bigger players has been poor of late. So I'd maybe rather put faith in the likes of Diallo and Greenwood and strengthen elsewhere on the pitch.
Nah. If you can get Kane, you get
And
Kane.
what happens with Martial?
Swap. Swap him with Tottenham. 50 million plus Martial. Bob's your uncle.
So by that logic, Martial's worth 70 million.
We don't know what Kane's worth.
But
What's Kane worth?
say he's worth 100. You're saying Martial's worth 50.
What do we buy him for?
Not at the end of the
57?
season. Not at the end of the season. No.
Right, Brood.
And it
Let's
wasn't
let's
50,
wrap this up
we
because I'm
didn't buy
gonna
him for
peach
57.
myself.
We didn't buy him 57. It's like 30 something with
Plus
add-ons.
add-ons. Ballon
And
d'Or.
about 5 of them was Ballon d'Ors.
And that could still happen on a move.
Oh,
What am I mean? Yeah,
Aaron
Kane.
also says, going to make a bold statement here. I don't cane.
He doesn't cane.
That is a bold
You
statement.
shouldn't cane
He doesn't
anybody.
cane. No.
Caning is bad.
And
It's
don't
banned
start.
in this country.
Don't start now, Aaron.
Yeah.
I'd rather other positions strengthened and get Haaland next season. It's probably more expensive. Ideally, with Kane going abroad. I agree with that.
Kane's not going to go abroad.
Rich says Martial won't want to go to Spurs.
Big step down. Good point,
Um,
Rich. But it
That's
depends on how the
debatable.
competitions go internally.
That is debatable. Can you say by what you've seen of Martial that he's sort of ruthless and he's completely, he wants to be at the best clubs, or is it a payday for him? It's hard to say. It's conjecture, obviously, but it's an interesting thing to maybe think about.
Nobody knows.
What do you think?
I reckon he would be happy
I think
enough.
I think he would go to Spurs.
So do I.
It don't-
Dependent, but the difficulty with that is, and difficulty for Tottenham, is that they haven't got a goddamn manager. So who the hell are we negotiating with? I know it's Daniel Levy, but you need to have a manager on board with a plan.
But they could end up with a top quality manager. There's probably somebody already lined up. You wouldn't imagine that they're sitting there
though?
with
No,
no
I mean,
idea what they're going to be doing.
Could be Ollie.
I think it's more relevant what's going on in the background at United rather than Tottenham. It's another reason why I don't particularly think Kane should be our top position, particularly because Cavani is signed again. You've got Cavani, you've got Rashford, you've got Martial come back from injury, you've got Greenwood in that position, but we don't have a designated out and out right winger. We've got one CDM who's way past his best in Matic, and we're severely lacking at centre back.
Have a bit of a laugh, Brood. Get Kane in and stop mucking about. There are better places for better. Nonsense.
I'll tell you what-
If Kane's available, get him in.
I'll tell you this, and we'll go because I'm genuinely losing my eyesight here as we speak.
And I'm losing my bladder. And you're losing your marbles thinking we don't buy Kane.
My point is, right,
I'd rather a CDM.
if we see the yellow banner, Harry Kane signs for Man United, I'd be halfway down the street with my trunks off.
Yes.
However, sitting now, I think it will be wiser to strengthen other positions with the same money. Good point. And with that, we'll leave you. Thanks for watching, folks.
See you on Sunday. At what time?
We haven't beat our 14 yet.
No, we'll get there on Sunday. With
Last
hopefully
game of the season.
we'll get a wee game.
We for the final. Hopefully will be kicked over the 14.
Yeah, for sure.
Rich, thanks for being here.
Yes,
as
Rich,
always.
good to see you.
You're a legend.
Thanks for the comments as well, Luke, and everybody
Absolute
else.
legend. Thanks, Luke. Thanks, Aaron, and congratulations again.
Yes, congrats, Aaron, for what you were getting congratulated for.
Shout out to 50p head.
Yep, 50p.
Shout out to Santiago.
Yep.
Did we find out where Santiago's calling from? Was that California or something?
Don't know.
Can't remember. We had
Somewhere
that chat.
across the pond.
Shout out to the first time commenter earlier.
Like Christian Oligov or something.
We don't want to shout out to KG for
KG,
popping in.
yes. KG, come in, said hello, good man.
Christian Folleg, who I don't imagine waited for
His response.
our
You'll find
response.
that he'll go back and watch it tonight.
Oh, he should. If he doesn't, then he's a smelly head.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, going to leave it at there.
Yes.
Any
I do.
channels you want to shout out?
No.
Okay. I want to shout out to KG the comedian channel. If you go there tonight, you'll see the Broodmaster hosting. Join in, have a bit of a laugh. I'll be on there, just being an absolute tube. But come on and watch, and make sure you like and subscribe to his channel and watch Bloods.
Yeah.
You watched it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Smashing, wasn't it?
Yep.
You're a flippin'.
You're a